Hey guys, it's Samantha from Samantha Designs. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm coming back to you with my second part of a 3-part series where I'm using one stamp in different ways to make different looks. Last time we got together, I did use this one stamp that is from Technique Tuesday. It is this one right here on the end. It's kind of like a vine with branches or leaves wrapped around it. And I use it just as an accent piece in the inside of my card, because sometimes we don't really do that very often. We don't decorate our envelopes all the time or the insides of our cards. So it was a great way to use an older stamp in my collection to create something new and different, things that I just don't do very often. So today we're going to use this one stamp again. I may use a sentiment stamp as well somewhere once we get through the card, because I'm not quite sure. I have somewhat of an idea what I want to do, but not totally sure. But we're going to use this again, and not in the traditional way, because when you think of border stamps, you think of creating a border on your card, which is wonderful and lovely, and I've done that as well. But I'm just trying to look at this a little differently, think of different ways I can use it. And so I think I have some good ideas. And today we're gonna make 2 cards today with this one stamp. The basic part of the card will be the same, just some of the added elements will be a little different, or at least that's my hope. I've already got some die cuts already done. I got this little fairy that I'm gonna color for one of the cards as well. And let's see what happens. Okay, one more minute and we'll get started. Okay, so I have 2 white 110-pound pieces of cardstock that are cut 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2, just to make a top folding note card for both of the cards. Now, I saw a trick by, I think it was Kathy Zelski. I had never seen anybody do this, and I was like, why have I never done that? So if you take something that's relatively not too sticky, so this is some Post-it tape, or you can use washi, and put it on the inside of your card just to hold it flat while you're working on it. It really does make a difference, and so that's a good tip. I'm glad she shared that with us on YouTube. She's one of the stampers that I watch on YouTube constantly. Her and Jennifer McGuire, Christina Warner. Oh, there's tons. Natasha Fute. I think that's how you say it, Fute. I'm really bad at pronouncing names, so guys, if I get it wrong, just tell me in the comments. You got that totally wrong. I'm from the South. Yeah, pronunciation is not my strong suit. I'm just going to be honest about that. Okay, so this is the one stamp that we're going to use today, and I'm going to put this on a clear acrylic block. My blocks need to be cleaned. I've got glue on them because I use them to hold things that I glue down all the time, among other things. And then there's some things, you know, I'm trying to find one of my other really bad ones. Is this one bad? Well, actually, you know, I did a little scrubbing not long ago, and it got a lot of the permanent ink off, but it's still got a little bit. So if you know of a good way to get permanent ink off your acrylic blocks, let me know. And I really probably just need to buy some new ones. I've had these forever, but why buy something that you don't really, you know, need to replace? I don't know. I'm really bad about doing that. Like most people, I hoard a lot of things. So I just, yeah, it's not cool. I have too much stuff. Even for living in an apartment, I have too much stuff. So this is Stampin' Up's classic Old Olive ink. I don't have all of Stampin' Up's colors. I have a lot of them, but I don't have all of them. I would love to have all of them. But I tend to not use colors all that often. I should, but I don't do it as much. I think I'm going to need a piece of paper to stamp on, because I'm going to be going off the page a little bit. I know that I am. Or at least that's my idea. Oh my goodness. Now there's just... Sorry guys, I'm trying to find my pieces of paper that I use for this type of thing, so I don't get my work surface too messed up. Okay, so we're gonna ink this bad boy up. And like I said, this is Old Olive. So this is going to be a pretty dark shade, but I'm going to do stamping off a little bit, or do a second generation stamping. That's what it's called. So I'm going to put one here, followed by one right there. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty cool. And I'm trying not to stick my fingers in the ink. Not good at that either. Oh, that was not a great impression, but that's okay. So if you're doing the second generation stamping, it gives it a little bit more depth. I want to do one here, and then one maybe down here. I'm not pressing down hard enough, people. Okay, so it looks like some hanging vines, which is what I wanted to do. So that's one. Let's do the other one. Trying to be careful and not get a bunch of finger smudges from the ink on my card. I don't know that I'm being successful at that, but I'm trying. Okay. I feel like I want one like really long. Wait a minute, what's on that? Okay, I'm okay with that. All right, let's get the ink stamped up. Let's get the stamp cleaned up, and then we'll continue on with the card. All right, we're back. Got the images stamped, so that's wonderful. They look like jungle vines or vines. Love it. Now let's work on a little fairy. I'm going to do basic Copic coloring. I am not a Copic colorer. I play at it. I try. But no, I am definitely not a Copic person who gets the blends just perfect and it looks gorgeous. No, I don't do that. I try. But no. But, you know, the end result is I'm very happy when I look at them. I'm still happy with the way they look. I think all my little critters and people and what have you that I draw turn out beautiful. I'm going to give a little bit of some shading. I mean, I have just a basic set. I have very little Copic. So this is Y08. And this is Y17. Yeah, I don't have a lot of Copics either. That's the thing with that. I've been adding to my collection, but just don't have the ability to buy them every time I want. So I don't even think I'm gonna blend that out. I like how that looks. Okay, now skin and then wings. So wings, I'm going to give maybe just a little bit of blue color. This is BG01. Oh, hold on. She's got some more hair. She's got a curl I missed. Okay. Alrighty. So, I don't want a lot of blue. I'm trying to use just a light hand to kind of outline them, I guess. Well, we'll see now. I've already done that. Heck, let's just make them blue for the most part. I'll leave white showing as well, but yeah, wispy, pretty. Okay, now the flowers are going to be purple and pink, so I'm going to make her dress purple. I die cut the flowers out earlier because I didn't want this to be too long. It's going to be too long as it is. I know a lot of people, I like, it's really funny when I'm making multiple cards where I'm not shooting a video. I watch YouTube while I craft. of people crafting. It's like having my own little crafty friends over, and they're over here stamping and creating with me. So I do a lot of that. Why does that look like that doesn't belong? Like that's not supposed to be there. Okay, it wasn't supposed to be there. Okay. Alright, and let's do a little bit of shading, and that was BV02. This one's BV08, so I'll do a little bit of shading. Let's see where these little lines are. Now that I'm going to have to soften out because it looks a little too weird. I remember the first time I tried the alcohol markers, I was really like, I don't see what the big great thing about these are, but I'm, you know, as I get better at coloring, not that I'm perfect or even remotely perfect at it, I do enjoy them much more. Because at first, when I first bought them, I was like, I'm never going to use these. I don't know that I like them. But I've gotten better. Okay, so this is EOO. This is Skin White. This is, I want to practice more with some different skin colors, but again, I only have a basic set. I need to start working on adding some of those to my collection, the colors that would make really good skin colors. Okay, I'm happy with that. She's got another curl I missed. Good gracious, I'm missing the woman's curls. There. Okay, so is that all I'm going to do to her? Do I want her to have, I do want her to have a little bit of pink in her cheeks. So this is R43. There you go. Now she looks like she's excited and happy. And then I have my white gel pen right here. Let's see if I can't just add a little highlight here. And it doesn't have to be a lot. That's not going to really show up on her hair, but that's okay. I know it's there. But even that little bit of highlight is really nice. Okay, so there is my little fairy girl. And if you're wondering, the image is from Pretty Graphic Design. I use them quite a bit. I really, really like them. I have a lot of their images. A lot. So I don't use just traditional stamps. I use digital stamps as well because I like both. Okay, and the digital stamps, let's face it, I can put as many of these as I want in my computer, having room for all the stamps I want. Not a little bit more difficult? A little bit more difficult. Okay, so my thought is, again, I'm trying to use up some of the things I already have die cut and whatever, so I think I'm going to use these U whatever. And let me get the rest of the sentiment so I can figure out how I'm going to place her, but I kind of want her floating in the vines. I think she would look really super cute. So 1 minute. Okay, so if you follow me on Instagram or in some of my other social media links, which are going to be down at the bottom, I do post a lot to Instagram. I also have a blog that I have got to get back up and running because there's been no time, but now I have more time to do that. So this is Cricut sticker paper. It's more of a cardstock, more than flimsy sticker paper. But I use this all the time to make sentiments and things. And so I have a friend that I make cards for all the time because she gives out a lot of thank you and great job that you're doing kind of cards because we're nurses. And so she gives those to her staff. I give some to my staff as well. So I've been trying to make things that are a little different than just the thanks. I have tons of thanks. I don't even know if I have a lot of thank you. It's more thanks. Sentiments and things. So I've been trying to use this you, and I made these to kind of go with it. It says, you make me smile, couldn't do it without you, you are the best. So that she has plenty of options and things to give her staff. So today we're going to use those with this, and I'm going to do you're the best for one, because let's face it, people we know are the best, because that's why they're our friends. And then you make me smile. And the reason I'm not going to do the couldn't do it without you, because I don't think I would like that in this particular card design. So I'm going to use you make me smile. And there's not enough room on my desk because it's junky as usual. I try to put things up when I'm done, but I'm not always good at that. I like leaving it out. Of course, I'm going to come back to that. I don't want to put that away. I'm going to come back to it. Do that all the time. Okay, so this is a Fiskars guillotine trimmer. It's just a very small one. It's like 5 inches by, I don't know, 7. But for card making and for what I like using this a lot because it's my other Fiskars trimmer. It kind of saves it a little bit. And for this type of thing, I love it. Did I get that straight? Yeah, that was the shadow. I had the shadow there to make it look like I didn't have that centered or cut straight. Okay. So this says, so if I put this here, have her kind of floating up at the top, I could put are the best here. But is that gonna look, that leaves a lot of dead space. But I could put a few gems there and kind of tie it in. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I had foam squares that I found in my stuff earlier. What did I, there they are. All right, these are some Jot from Dollar Tree. And I'm gonna use that, cut this down and use on her. This I'm gonna glue flat, I think. And then do I want a few flowers in here just to add a little whimsy? Because I'm gonna add flowers to the other card. I think washi would hold my paper down better, but that's okay. Maybe 1, maybe 2. I don't want a lot. Let's do, because I have more than one of these. Oops, it looks like a star, but I think it's meant to be the inner part of the flower. So I could do that one there, and maybe, I don't want a big one. Do I want a big one? Could do one big one as well. Or is that gonna look weird? I don't know, people. No, I don't want that one. Let's do the, I don't know. Do this with this one. And then this one. Like that. Do I like that? Yeah, I like that. And then, yeah, I like that. All right, let's get to some gluing. So, down in the comments below, let me know what you're doing today. I mean, I'm not sure what. Uh-oh. That's not good. One moment, please. Okay, I'm back. So I told you I had a lot of stuff on my desk. And boy, do I. Oh, it's not that bad. This is that. And that was what you just heard. A bunch of it just fell off my desk. I want these a little offset. Like that. Okay. I love my tweezers. These are one of the things that really did change my crafting life, because I was like, oh, I've needed these forever. Okay, that one can hold on there. All right, now let's get the U down. I'm using my usual glue, which liquid glue, which is Elmer's Craft Bond. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, I'm gonna put this way at the top. And this is why I have glue on all my blocks, because I do this so things can, yeah, dry. All right, I want this, but where are my little scissors? Oh, there they are. And my little caddy. Where are they supposed to be? I do put these up. My little tools that stay out on my desk all the time. That kind of stuff I will put away. I really like these Jot foam pieces. They're pretty flat, so it doesn't give a lot of dimension, which makes it nicer if you're going to send the card in the mail to somebody. This is one of my favorites. Okay. And you know, people who have grid lines and stuff, they get everything straight. Like, this is already crooked, I can tell. I'm okay with that. Just because it's crooked is okay, because it's handmade and it's made with love. And I think most people just appreciate the time you put in it and the effort. Some people don't. Some people don't get it, which is fine. And even if I give somebody something like this and they're disappointed, they're usually nice enough to not let me see that they're disappointed. But I'm, you know, again, like I said, I'm originally from the South. I live here in Southern California now, but being from the South, it is just part of life that you make your own things. I mean, whether it's cooking things, craft related, doing your own home decorating and do it yourself kind of things. I mean, we're just kind of built that way, and it's because most of us don't have a lot to work with, and so you have to get creative with what you have. Grow our own food in the South. That I don't miss. I am not an outdoor person. Don't care anything about having a garden. I enjoy the produce from the garden, and I like cooking with the produce from the garden. But I don't want to have to go out there and till up the soil and plant everything and get all hot and sweaty when it's time to harvest. No, not interested in that. Just not my thing. Oh, wait a minute. Before I put her down, let me put these little flowers down. Oops. Oops. That was a glue bubble. And all of these die cuts I just did out of scrap. Whatever I had in my stash that was already a scrap, I just picked those out to make the flowers and die cut them. I didn't do anything super special. All right, I'm gonna put her here. And I do want a little bit of bling. Let's see, purple. I already used all the pink gems. Maybe this little lavenderish purple. That looks, I don't like that. Nope, nope, nope. Or green. Could use some pretty green gems. Oh, come on. Thank you. And like everyone says, you do it in odd numbers. So I tend to do odd numbers when I'm doing this. And then let me get my little tool. so that I can pick these things up easier. Maybe I'll do it on the curve of the Y. That would be pretty, wouldn't it? I think it would be pretty. It may not. I may not like it. But we're going to try it anyway. Ah, there we go. This glue does dry clear, so you don't have to worry about it. So much messing up your card at the end. Okay. And then one here. Oh, that's not glue, people. Okay. Dang it. Come on now. Alright, how did I do that exactly? I don't know. Usually, I'm not this awkward. It's like when I get on camera, all of a sudden, I mean, what I do all the time with my cards, and I'm so assured of myself, then I get up here doing it with you guys watching, and it's just awkward. Okay. So that's one card. I think she's cute. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Love her. Okay. Next card. Alright, so we're going to do about the same thing. I want the U. And I want a lot of flowers here. So before the U, I wish I had more of those cut out, because then I could stack them to give a little bit more dimension. I've got 2 here, but that's all I have. Or, ooh, I could do a little bit of an offset. That would be cute too. I think I'll do that with this one. Okay. Let's bring all my little flowers over here. I'm not sure how many of these I'm going to use, but the rest of them I put away for other projects. Alright, so if I do this, maybe, I like that one. And then, ta-da-da. Again, trying to stick to the law of thirds. I'm going to make this one a little bit, no, that's okay. Make that one like that. And then have some little smaller ones. What do I have? I have this. That's a lot of pink right there together. See, that just broke that up a little bit, but something needs to shift. Maybe this needs to go up there. And that will be okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8. Let's move him off. Move this one down, maybe. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Okay. Move her out of the way. Another glue bubble. Okay, what is with the glue bubbles today? We have a neighbor, so if you hear music, it's the neighbor But he has this cute little, I think it's a girl, I'm not sure, who is talky. She talks all the time and just bubbly sounding. She's so much fun to listen to. And sometimes she gives him a hard time. The dad, I can hear her telling him what to do sometimes. I'm like, oh, you got that sass down, girl. I always hear everybody say how much easier it is to raise a boy. I have a boy, so, but he still gives me some sass sometimes. Didn't think he don't. Especially if it's something he's not really wanting to do. I got a video that I'm going to be sharing with you guys soon about something I'm doing I've already done it for Halloween project, and I need to do a voiceover because it's the first one I did without talking like I am with you here today. I wanted to try to do a voiceover, so I finally have figured out to do it because I'm learning my program, my software for editing. Oh, this is gonna turn now. Come on. And love it. But the thing that I was going to use for a microphone on my computer is not compatible. It's not really working. So my son did get a really nice microphone from Santa Claus last year, and I asked him to borrow it. Whew. You would have thought I asked for the moon and stars. The answer was no. He was like, no, you're not using enough. No. So I'll be buying myself a microphone here shortly. Or I'm gonna have to keep doing videos like this where I don't use a mic. Or do a voiceover, I should say. And I apologize this is so long, but I'm enjoying talking to you guys. Okay, so that's done. Then this, I wanted to do, remember, as a shadow. So, what's the best way to do this without? I don't know, there is a good way. We're just going to try it. Ew, glue everywhere. I love this glue. Can't say it enough. The price point is good. It works as well as any other brand I've ever used. I just really like it. So all I'm doing is just letting a little bit of that black show. To show as a shadow. Yeah, I really like that. That's really cool. Now, I would really like to pop this up. So I'm going to use some of these foam self-adhesive squares I make. I use self-adhesive foam, and then I add another layer of sticker paper to make these. And this way I can make them as thin as I want to, and so I really do love these. These are the bomb. I got this idea, I don't know what I was looking at that made me think of doing that. Oh, there's a crafter, I can't remember her name, I'm so sorry, that I watch her YouTube, and she loves using the skinny foam that you can buy, but I know how pricey that is, and I was like, I don't know that I want to spend money on that, because if I bought it, I would buy a lot of it. I mean, let's face it, crafters, we use a lot of adhesive. So, wasn't really thrilled with that option. So I said, what could I do differently? And then I was on Michael's online shopping, their website, and I saw the self-adhesive craft foam. And I was like, wait a minute, that's basically the same thing. I could make my own because I already have a big roll of self-adhesive sticker sheet or sticker, I don't know what you call, double-sided adhesive, that is like A2 size, I mean 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. It's about, the width is about 4 1/4, I think, and it's a huge roll that I got from Signs and Stamp, and I've had it, and I got plenty of it. So I was like, and then also I see people, like I think Christina Warner and some other people buy the huge rolls of the Scotch foam adhesive, and I've looked at that and I was like, that's really pricey too. I'm not sure I want to do that. So I did this instead, and it's worked out really, really well. I like it. It's good for shaker cards. You'll see that in my tutorial or my share for my Halloween project that I did, because it has a shaker element to it. And I use these, and they're just really nice because they're decently thick. You can curve them. See, I could have left that and really curved it if I wanted to, but not for this. I'm not going to do that. And it just works out really well. Okay, that is a little bit, because I don't want it showing so bad. Okay. Now comes the fun part of trying to get all this back off. Okay, got all the paper off finally, and I'm okay with this overlapping some of the, or a lot of the flowers. That's okay. I'm okay with that. This will look a little better once the glue dries. It looks a little like it's wonky or something. Okay. Now all we got to do is add this. I might just use some tape runner. I'm not going to stick this up on foam adhesive. So here we have You Make Me Smile. And again, do I want to use the green gems or do I want to use purple? I think I'm going to stick with green. And maybe put some, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Excuse me. I wish I had these in a little bit of a smaller size for these little small flower centers, but I don't. So we got to use what we have. Okay. There we go, everybody. That is today's 2 cards using my much loved Technique Tuesday stamp, the little vine stamp, and I used it to make it like I have vines on my card. Yeah, I think this is really, really cool. Pretty dimensional, beautiful, got some bling going on. Alright guys, I hope you enjoy this, and make sure you check out my other part 1 of this series using the same stamp in the inside of a card. I will have that link at the end of the video, and you can just press it and go watch that one as well. Thanks so much. Have a great day. And if you want to see more card making, then of course, please subscribe and follow, and comments. I love them. Would love to hear from you. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.